Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna...
Saved it. We saved it.
Letting people see that you're having a hard time. Sorry, I'm gonna do that again.
Airy.
Like light and airy.
Yeah. You guys are buttering me up.
Welcome back to Matfroninja's channel. Today, we are breaking away from the standard AMV content. We have a special post-release interview with Matfroninja and Mlni, the talents behind the powerful new indie electronic dance track, Do You Like Me Now? We'll be diving deep into the creative process, exploring the lyrics, and learning more about their collaboration. Let's get started.
You build your life around on this beat, even when she's suffocating.
First off, congratulations on the release of Do You Like Me Now? How are you both feeling about the response from fans so far?
So yeah, I'm super pumped. I mean, just everything that everyone has said, it's been absolutely awesome so far. Even from before the track was released, I got tons of feedback from like semi-pros about the song, and just, I don't know, people love the way the bass works with the vocals, and people love the switch up at the end. And yeah, it's just been positive all around.
Matfroninja, can you tell us a bit about how this collaboration with Mlni came about? I know it's been about 2 years in the making, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, which sounds like a long time, but it's actually not that long when you talk to most musicians. So we would know a song called Let's Get Out the City that was like 3-4 years in the making. And I went through a sort of process where I was, messing around with a bunch of guitar samples. And so I had the instrumental and, I needed a dope vocalist. So obviously I messaged Mlni, and yeah, she wrote some amazing lyrics. She sent me the voice notes. And then a few months later, you have Do You Like Me Now? And then we went through the final iterations. And yeah, that's kind of how it came to be.
Mlni, what was your initial reaction when you first heard the beat for Do You Like Me Now?
Well, when I first heard it, I thought this track has a lot of emotional intensity to it, but it also has a playfulness to it. So I guess my first thought was just, this is going to be fun to write.
So the lyrics of Do You Like Me Now are incredibly introspective and relatable. Mlni, could you walk us through the inspiration and overall message behind the lyrics before we dive into some of the lyrics more specifically?
Yeah, so the song is really at its core an identity struggle. It's asking questions of who am I and who do I want to be? I was writing this at the tail end of COVID, and I was also in the middle of my master's program, and just dealing with some new social anxiety and imposter syndrome. So it's really a reflection of my life at that period in time.
Let's start with the first set of lyrics. A chameleon dressed in vibrant color, an open book with all the pages blank. Time to write a new line. Do I look cool and edgy? Obviously, such a powerful line to start off with. What does this signify for you?
Well, the lyrics to me represent a desire for validation and sort of this idea that if I can put on any personality, if I could be anything, I want to be the most courageous version of myself.
With all this being said, Matfroninja, how did you approach creating music that complements such deep and introspective lyrics?
Yeah, so it's always a fine line, right? Because the vocals are amazing and the lyrics, they speak volumes. But at the same time, I do want the instrumental and the beat to shine. So when Mlni sent it back to me, I knew that the breaks, like that immediately, because I'd asked her if she could follow the guitar melody, and she did that to a T. But I knew that the drop, the chorus, wasn't quite hitting the way I wanted to. So I had to rewrite that to make sure that, the lyrics and what she was saying, that really shined in that part. And so you'll notice that a lot of times when the bass is playing, her vocals aren't playing and vice versa, so that one can shine when the other doesn't. So it's really a balancing act between the two.
Moving to the second set of lyrics before the chorus, you say, a dependable, steady kind of woman, the kind that you can build your life around, one that's pretty even when she's suffocating. This is such a poignant and complex portrayal of a topic that is so often brought into conversation nowadays, especially surrounding like gender roles. Mlni, can you elaborate on the meaning behind this and what you were trying to convey with those lyrics?
Yeah, I think people will interpret these lyrics in different ways, but to me, it's about vulnerability and having a hard time showing vulnerability, feeling like you need to be this perfect, put-together person all the time, even when that doesn't reflect what's going on the inside.
The chorus of your song, Do You Like Me Now? Do you like me? Don't know who I was before I tried to put on everyone else. I bend until I just break down. Do you like me now? Captures a powerful struggle for identity and acceptance. From a production standpoint, point, Matt, how did you approach conveying this emotional intensity in the chorus? And for Mlni, the repeating words and namesake, "Do you like me now?" almost echo as like a constant pressure to appease those around you. How did you connect with and convey the emotional intensity of these lyrics in your performance?
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I guess I'll start. So yeah, it's funny, the lyrics, I didn't, even though I got the emotion from them, I didn't really take into account what they were saying on the first listens when you sent it to me. But because I got the emotion, I definitely wanted to make the drums really trappy, and that bass. I really think it took me a while to get it, but it really added a lot. The da-da, da-da, I don't know, that just really, it really hit for me. How did that make you feel?
Yeah, well, the original track, and it obviously like got a little more dark as we developed it.
Yeah.
But the original track was so light and playful in the beginning, and then the song just progressed from this playful sort of introspective at the same time feel to this like dark, frustrated, kind of bad headspace. And then it just kind of took it to like angry, and that's not what I wanted to say.
Yeah, but I mean, it makes sense, especially with the third drop and the hyper pop. Like, I feel like the frustration, it kind of goes towards that a bit, and then it gets released in like a crescendo. So I know it, but it kind of does make sense. Yeah,
it's like everything just, it starts like here, and then it just bubbles and bubbles and bubbles till the end.
Honestly, yeah.
The lyrics, "I'm not loud enough to be the life of the party, and when I go out, I don't like to drink, but I'll beg anyone to fill my empty cup," offer an insight into a character's inner struggles. What motivated you to explore these specific themes of social anxiety and the desire for validation in your lyrics? And how did you relate to the emotional depth of these lyrics while interpreting them vocally?
Well, I was really thinking about sort of a personal anecdote. Normally when I go to parties with friends, I don't really like to drink, but I'll carry around a red cup just because it makes other people feel more comfortable, and when I don't, I can see them visibly be uncomfortable. So it's just like one of those funny little inauthentic things that we do.
So the closing lines of the song before entering back into another chorus express, "These clothes are too tight and I'm fucking itchy. My eyes are so dry and I can't see, but when I'm comfortable, I don't feel like enough." These lyrics encapsulate a visceral sense of discomfort and dissatisfaction with oneself. Can you elaborate on the inspiration behind these raw and introspective lyrics, and how do you see them fitting into the broader narrative of the song?
Yeah, it's exactly like you said. It's a visceral response. It's something you feel kind of to your bones. It's just reflecting on the things that we do that make us uncomfortable, and even down to the things that we wear just to fit in or to look impressive, to feel good about ourselves.
Thank you so much for sharing these insights about the song. Matfroninja, could you tell us about the creative process from your perspective and how you work together to bring this track to life?
Yeah, for sure. So it's always interesting, and it depends, case by case, as you can imagine. This one, it took me a while to get the bass right. You can ask some of my best friends, like they've heard it, they've given me advice. I didn't like it. Not the advice, I mean like the version of the song. But I don't know, it just took me a long time to get the bass right because I knew the song had potential. And it's a really frustrating thing when you know a song has potential and you're not, producing it or making it live up to that potential. So yeah, with the chorus, like the breaks were always good. Mlni can attest to that, I think, from the very first time you sent me the voice notes and I put the vocals in the track. That part sounded good. It was sort of getting the chorus to hit. And then that last breakdown or the last chorus, that's really, that's one of my favorite parts, right? Because it goes to the Jersey step and the hyper pop, and you just get all these different, EDM elements mixed with the Jersey, and I don't know, it's really, I like to say, Matfroninja-esque in the fact that I mesh so many elements together, and then it ends with, the back to the trap and the vocals. So, I don't know, just creatively, the song, I was able to explore a lot of different things, so I really enjoyed it.
What can fans expect next from both of you? Give me a little bit of insight into what's coming next for both Matt and Mlni.
Yeah, for sure, Ben. So, yeah, I mean, I'll start. I have tons of whips, works in progress, ranging from Jersey to like sort of reggaeton vibes to future bass. I'll be releasing music consistently. I'll be asking you for your feedback. So, as always, let me know if you like the songs. And we even have a special one together called Let's Get Out the City. Should be released this year. It's honestly very similar vibes to Do You Like Me Now? So, I'm super excited for that one. But yeah, what do you have in the works? Yeah.
That one's like serious COVID chords.
Yeah, honestly.
Well, my partner and I, we used to be called Patchwork, but we're rebranding and we don't have a new name yet. So to be determined. We're making an album, concept album, date also to be determined. But we're really taking the time to learn to be better producers and mixing engineers and songwriters and just do it right. And we're really excited about this project.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing. Maybe the comments can give you some ideas for the name of your group. That would be pretty fun. So I'd like to thank you guys again, Matfroninja and Mlni, for coming on and joining us today, giving us a deeper look into Do You Like Me Now. Make sure you stream Do You Like Me Now on all platforms. It'll be available since you're seeing this video, and you can follow both of them on their socials, which will be linked in the bottom, and we'll see you next time.
I can be the interesting vibrant color, an album book with all the pages blank. Time to write a new line. Do I look cool and edgy? A dependable, steady kind of woman, the kind that you build your life around. On this beat, even when she's suffocating. Do you like me now?
All right, thank you so much for, watching this behind the scenes, behind the lyrics. I had a blast.
Me too.
Yeah, it was so fun. Can't wait to do it again. Honestly, it was a blast. And you might not know this, but it's actually our first time meeting. We've had tons of Zoom calls and stuff, but yeah, it's our first time actually meeting in person. So yeah, that's cool. And, make sure to stream the song. Give a follow, give a like, support Mlni, support me. And until next time, appreciate it.